welcome back to our channel. Today I have my lovely Ariel with me. Ariel, come and say hello. Say hello. Wave and say hello. Hello. So yes, today we'll be talking about how I birthed Ariel. I'll be telling you a story, a birth story of Ariel. Well, I promise you this story is going to be a very interesting one. So please keep on watching, and I hope you enjoy my story. It was a very, very wonderful day. Let me tell you a backstory to the day I delivered. So I go for antenatal. It's the government-owned hospital. So the EDD I got, the estimated day of delivery, expected or estimated day of delivery I got was on the 6th of September, 6th and 7th of September. So the last time I went for my antenatal, the doctor checked me, and the next thing was that I should come the following day for induced labor. I was like, why? Like, I was just thinking in my mind, induced labor, how? This was before the 6th of September, my EDD. So I was kind of confused, but the mistake I made that day was not to ask her why she said I should come the next day for induced labor. So she wrote some things down that I should get some catheter and some drugs that I should bring the following day when I'm coming for the induced labor. I just collected the prescription slip and said okay, and then I left. So on getting home, I told my husband, and I wasn't feeling really good about it. I was sad. I was thinking, what's happening? Is there anything happening to my baby? Is she not okay? Like, I was just thinking so many things in my mind. But at the end of the day, I just said I won't go for the induced labor the following day. Let me just wait, since it's not up to my EDD yet. So why the rush? All right. So on that day passed, and then the EDD day, the 6th passed, nothing happened. The 7th passed, nothing happened. So I was beginning to get worried. So on the 8th, no, on the 7th, I was just on my bed. I was going through my phone, going through Facebook, watching videos. On that day, I was particularly watching a live birth video on Facebook. So I was just thinking that, hey God, is this how it's going to be for me too? I was practically scared while watching the video, but I just manned up and like, what is it, safe? My mom gave birth to me, I will give birth to my own child. So I was just on the bed watching the videos, and then my water broke. I just heard that faint breaking sound, like pop. That's what I heard, and then I just quickly stood up from the bed and just stood. And as I was watching the water flow out, I was thinking, it's happening. So I just quickly called out to my husband. He was in the parlor. So I just called out to him that, baby, it's happening. No, he just quickly came in and saw me with my legs widely spread, and water was just coming out. It was a lot of water. And he just told me, okay, pack up, just dress up, use a pad, and start going to the maternity. We decided to use a maternity close by, so I just quickly threw on a dress and wore a sanitary pad, and then I was on my way to the maternity. So I walked from my house to the maternity, and it was like a 15 to 20 minutes walk from my house. So by the time I got there, I I met a nurse, and the nurse said that I should just wait a minute, that she's coming. She's going to get gloves to check to check how far dilated I am. So I was just waiting, just perusing my phone, just going through Facebook on my phone again, and then she came back with some gloves, and she told me to lie down. And then I laid down, and she put her hands inside me. Oh my God, that was, I'd never felt that kind of pain before. It was a fresh pain. Like, the experience was really, really new to me. I'd never felt that kind of pain before. It was painful. As in, when she put her hands inside, oh Jesus, it was crazy. So after that, she told me I was already 4 centimeters dilated. I was like, okay. So I wasn't feeling that much pain, like no contractions like that. It was just coming like long minutes apart. So I waited. By the time I got to the maternity that day, I got there around past four in the evening, or should I say it's afternoon. I got there around past 4. So I was there. Then my husband came with my hospital bag containing everything I'll be needing, and that of the baby. So we were there together. It was just joking, making jokes, silly jokes, trying to make me laugh and forget that I'm in labor. So he was doing his best until midnight, when the contractions started. And at midnight it was something else. I was groaning in pain. I'll be talking 1 minute, in the next minute I'm in serious pain. That was how it continued and until the midwife told me that I should let her know when I feel like pooping, that at that moment it won't be poop, that it will be the baby pushing to come out. So we were there till like past 1 or so, and then I felt that urge to poop. So I screamed out to the midwife and told her, it's coming, no, I want to poop, it's coming. So she quickly took me to the labor room and the delivery room, and then I laid down, and then the labor started. I started pushing and waiting for her to tell me to push, and then I push, and she wasn't forthcoming. It was turning to 30 minutes, 40 minutes, and she wasn't coming. Sorry. Come. She wasn't coming, so I was beginning to get distressed. Every minute she would check the baby's heartbeat, and then her countenance would change, and then my husband would ask her, because he was in the labor room with me. My husband would ask her, is there a problem? What's happening? Tell me. She'll be like, no, nothing, no problem. But the look on her face is showing that there is actually a problem. So I was beginning to drift away. Like, I remember my husband calling my name and telling me, don't sleep, open your eyes, don't sleep. And then around past 2, that was early in the morning, past 2 a.m., she finally came out. I didn't know how to feel at that point, because I was already tired. Like, I was already giving up. I was so tired by the time she came out. So I used my last strength to push, and that push, I that push I gave actually made me have a very very bad tear down there. Like, you know how lightning strikes, you know, the graphic image of lightning strikes. Just imagine that was the kind of tear I had down there. So after Ariel came out, she was weighed, and they did everything they are supposed to do after birthing a child. They did, I don't know what they did, but they just did what they had to do. So I heard her cry and everything, so I relaxed. And then the midwife came back and was like, oh, to many the placenta. I don't even know what happened. The placenta came out, and then she was like, my husband should come and look at the tear I had down there. And he came, and the look on his face was not encouraging. And she was like, we have to sew it back up. And then they started the sewing. My people, this sewing was raw. I wasn't given any anesthesia to numb the feeling, the pain down there. Like, I felt everything raw. My people, I cried and crowed. I was screaming. Just imagine, around past 2, early that time in the day, I was screaming. I'm sure the people living close by will have known that something is happening to somebody. I was screaming and crying. As in, that pain, the pain I got from being sewn was more than the pain I felt while I was pushing out this baby. I cried. Oh my God, remembering it now, I'm having PTSD. So it was very very painful, very very painful. It took about maybe 10 to 20 minutes, and then she was done. More, I cried. After that, I got up from the bed. I went to take a shower. Then, I was taken care of by the nurse, and I was cleaned, all those things now that happens when people just give birth. So after all said and done, I couldn't walk properly. I was given hot tea to drink. After that, I was drinking hot water consistently, and until I left the maternity and we headed back home. I forgot the pain for some hours after I saw my baby, and I'm so grateful that she's here now, and she's giving me all the joy and happiness I would ever ask for. Stop putting it in your mouth. So this is her right here, the one that make me go through all those pains, and I'm so grateful that we're here today and I'm telling this story. So that'll be the end of my story today. I hope you enjoyed our story about the birth of Ariel. I'm happy I could tell this story today, and I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said before, please, if you did enjoy the story, please do not forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel, so we'll be giving you more interesting stories. Thank you for watching. Bye.